Today is World Suicide Prevention Day, and one group of people who face the highest rate of suicide, military veterans. The CEO of Veterans Bridge Home, Blake Bourne, is joining us this morning. Blake, it's a pleasure to have you on today.
Thanks, Jason.
I appreciate that. This is not an easy topic, no matter what portion of the population we're talking about, and it's Suicide Prevention Month. But today we focus on veterans. You know, and if you don't come from a veteran family, or you're not a veteran, which you are, thank you for your time in the Army, by the way, why is it so difficult living the life of a veteran that for whatever reason is now trying to make it in the civilian world?
Yeah, Jason, thanks first of all for having us, and I appreciate the question and bringing awareness to this. It's challenging because when we're in service, when we're in uniform, we know exactly who our friends are, we know exactly what our mission is, and we have the things on the installations, the bases that we live to be successful. And when you leave the military, you have to redefine your purpose, you have to redefine your friends, your community, your care. You have to start from scratch, really, as an adult for the first time. That's challenging. That's
got to be tough, and you're able to come out of the military maybe with a very specific skill, maybe multiple skills, but one specific that you've done repeatedly over and over, and a different sense of value, and I'm guessing maybe it feels like that's kind of lost, or where do I go? I feel like I'm in this kind of just floating down a river and don't know which way to go.
Yeah, the research shows that the biggest challenge families and specifically service members have is navigating all the things that they could possibly tap into, and it comes from that loss of purpose. It comes from that loss of identity, where the one thing I was really good at and then the other things I was asked to do were always very clear when I was in uniform. So recreating that can be a challenge.
Well, and because of that, we've got some statistics that maybe they're better than they were 5 to 10 years ago, but we're hearing that 1.5 times more likely to die by suicide. We're talking about veterans here. Almost 2 times the amount here, Blake. The non-veteran adults, the suicide rate's 50% higher for vets, and about 17 veterans die by suicide each and every day. These are not good statistics.
They're not. And in comparison, we've lost 7,041 service members since the global war on terror started 23 years ago, right? Yeah. Tomorrow. We've 20 times that. Over 142,000 have been lost to suicide. So it's a major epidemic and a problem that we need to get in front of.
If we can, Amber, our producer, Amber, can you put that graphic back up there? Because I want to talk about some of these warning signs, things to look out for as you are talking with someone. Maybe their rage, maybe it's anger, maybe that's something. Mood swings, increased alcohol, drug use, withdrawing from friends and family. If you're not being intentional about being around a veteran or being in their life, these things could creep up on you.
They can. And I mean, let's be honest, suicide impacts everybody, right? Right. When a suicide occurs, over 135 people are impacted by that loss. So we need to be mindful of our friends, of our family. Look for that too much sleep, not enough sleep. Those are great, indicators of where someone's, changing, and leaning into them and being present for them is how you make a difference.
Is PTSD, does that fall into a reality of mental health issues?
So I think the transition stress that I talked about earlier is that every service member or veteran feels that when they leave the military. But if you've also deployed multiple times and experienced trauma in uniform, that just exacerbates it and makes it worse. It's almost a double whammy.
So one of the things that I noticed that Veterans Bridge Home does is the event calendar is full. I was looking at just September. I didn't even make it to the rest of the year. Just September is full with multiple events from South Carolina to Mooresville, all over the place. How important is connection to community, even just a small couple of people? How important is that connection?
It's vital. It's easily the most important thing that we do. It's the most important thing a community can do is show up for your veterans. Get to know them, right? Ask the question of, have they served in the military, or has someone in their household served in the military? Work out with them, have lunch with them, have coffee, plant some trees in the community. We're used to being engaged and being around one another. When you leave the military, you lose some of that. So we want our community to be a part of it. So that's why we host so many events, and it's a great way for veterans and the community to show up. We need both sides, though, to ring the bell.
We want to help change the narrative for veterans in our community, and tomorrow, of course, is the official 23rd anniversary of 9/11. So many people joined the military because of what happened with 9/11. I know there's a remembrance that Veterans Bridge Home is having tomorrow night from 5:30 to 8:30, and other events that you can connect to. And I know tomorrow brings up a lot of emotions for veterans.
It does. It's a complicated, anniversary, and it's important that we remember these things, but it's also important that we stay connected. We're willing to serve our country, in a time of need, and we want to continue to serve our communities, and coming together and not waiting for crisis to occur is the best way to do that.